Attorney General Jeff Sessions waging war on weed, insisting federal marijuanas are going to be enforced even in states where it's legalized. And it was, of course, met with resistance on both sides of the aisle. Republican Senator from Colorado, Cory Gardner, even threatening to hold up Justice Department nominee confirmations. Here to discuss her, Matt Welch, Region Magazine Editor-in-Chief, and Madison Gesiotto, columnist for the Washington Times, also an advisor at the National Diversity Coalition for Trump. Let me start with you, Matt. Whenever this topic comes up, everyone says, let's grab Matt. I don't know why. It's like, Matt or, Matt, Rick James, one of them.
Whoever's alive.
Yeah, if he was alive, up in smoke, right? But this is an interesting one because you just have California with the new laws that they came in with this year. Colorado's already had the experiment with marijuana for a long period of time, and it's getting a lot of pushback. But at the press conference today, Sarah Sanders said Donald Trump believes in enforcing federal law, suggesting that it comes before states' rights.
Right. That's the opposite of what he campaigned on. Donald Trump was asked this question several times during the campaign. And he always says this should be decided and left up to the states. I don't think that he's personally in favor of marijuana use. He's kind of a teetotaler, but he rightly said it should be left up to the states. It's 20% of the country now live in recreationally legal states. What Sessions did today, it's being characterized as a war on weed. It's really not. It's a symbolic move, thankfully, so far, in which he's not telling them proactively that you have to go out and prosecute these cases. What he's doing is reminding existing U.S. attorneys that you have discretion to enforce federal law out there. And already some of them, including Colorado, are saying, great, we're not going to enforce those laws, which is a good thing at this time. Unfortunately, the symbolism is just awful. I mean, right when California is taking a gray and black market thing and putting it out into the real existing market at a time when the cartels south of the border are running and I'm really upset about all this legalization. We're going to go after this and attack federalism. It just doesn't make any sense.
Madison, some people also wonder if this was sort of an appeal to conservatives, particularly the Freedom Caucus. Jim Jordan and Mark Meadows have been asking for Jeff Sessions to step aside. They would like to see him resign. A lot of people, a lot of Republicans just not happy with his job so far.
You know what I think people are forgetting on both sides of the aisle today is what the job of the Attorney General is, and his job is to enforce the law. That includes federal laws banning marijuana use. People need to stop blaming Jeff Sessions for what the law is and blame lawmakers if they don't like it. Better yet, they should start electing fresh faces instead of continually repeating elections, and repeating to elect the same people that do not put in place laws that they support. So they repeatedly elect somebody, and then they complain about the laws that those people put in place. And then that's the part that I think people are forgetting today.
Every attorney general has to prioritize where you're going to put the limited number of federal cops. There aren't enough federal cops to enforce marijuana possession, so you have to go and make choices.
Let me ask you, Matt.
Of course they need to make choices, but at the same time, they shouldn't direct their prosecutors to not prosecute a specific law just because they personally don't agree with that. They need to give them that discretion, which he did today, and then what they do with it, that's what remains to be seen.
Although this could be a step to even further action, but the argument that helped marijuana get passed in certain states was the economic argument. What about the human toll? Now that it's been in Colorado for a while, so a lot of reports are coming out. Traffic fatalities involving marijuana use up 145%. Arrests, violent crime in Colorado up significantly. Is there a correlation between these things? And if so, is it something to consider for Jeff Sessions and others?
You can be considered. Those studies are hotly contested. I think we're still, and including on things on use by underage people and these kind of things, they are very hotly contested. There is also the direct effect of what happens when you are arrested. Jail is a pretty heavy thing to go into. That can affect your health very much. The war on drugs and the war on pot, which is the significant part of it, has affected millions of lives in this country negatively. I look at that as being more significant than a slight uptick or a downtick in any macro kind of economic indicator.
All right, Matt and Madison, thank you both very much.